Hello guys and welcome back to part 2 of this series of Indian geography. In the previous video we have completed size and location of India and geological and physiographic divisions of India. In this video we will be going to cover the drainage system and vegetation of India. So now starting with the drainage system. In this we will be going to study about the rivers of India. So this drainage system of India can be divided into various type based on different criteria. So first one being discharge of water, where the water is being discharged by the river. So in this, the drainage system can be divided into two parts. First one is that river is draining in Arabian Sea, and second one is Bay of Bengal. This is also west flowing rivers. These are east flowing rivers. India's 77% of drainage is covered under this east flowing rivers and 23% is west flowing rivers. For example, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri, and in the Arabian Sea branch, it is Indus, Narmada, Tapi, and various other small rivers. Now, these rivers, basins of these rivers are separated by Delhi Ridge, Aravallis, and then Sahyadris like this. So this is known as the water divide of India, the line which separates the river basins of west flowing and east flowing rivers. Now second division can be on the basis of size of the river. Under this, it can be divided into three parts, that is major river basin, medium river basin, and minor river basins. So major river basin is the river which covers the area more than 20,000 square kilometers. And in the medium one, it covers the area between 2,000 to 20,000 square kilometer. And minor rivers covers an area of less than 2,000 square kilometer. And the third division is based on mode of origin, characteristic, and nature of the river. Under this, the river basin can be divided into two parts, that is Himalayan rivers and second one is Peninsular rivers. Now these Himalayan rivers are fed through glaciers plus precipitation, and they are majorly rain fed. So they carry a large amount of water for longer period of time. So they are perennial rivers flowing throughout the year, maintaining their flow throughout the year. And these rivers are ephemeral, that is short lived. And due to the flow of water, they carve out the features like V-shaped valleys, oxbow lakes, meanders, all these landforms. And peninsular rivers do not form these features. Why? Because one, the flow of water is not sufficient to form these features, and second one, that they flow through the hard rocks of the peninsular block. Now starting with the Himalayan river system. In this we will be covering three major rivers, that is Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. Starting with Indus, which is also known as Sindhu in ancient times. It originates from the Bokarchu Glacier in Tibet. It is also known by name Tingi Khamban in Tibet, known as which means lion's mouth. Now this Indus River flows in northwest direction and enters India and flows between the Jaskar and Ladakh range. Now let us look at some tributaries of it. Tributaries can be left bank and right bank. How can we decide which tributary is left bank or right bank? If we face the direction of flow of the river, then the tributaries on the left side will be the left hand tributaries, and on the right side they will be the right bank tributaries. So first, left bank tributaries. So they are Shyok, Gilgit, Jaskar, Hunja, Nubra, Sigar, Gasting, Dras, and the major tributaries are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, and Satluj. These five together are known as Panchanad system. Now to recall these names, recite these names 2-3 times and write down it on paper. Like left bank tributaries are Shok, Gilgit, Jaskar, Hunja, Nubra, Shigar, Gasting, Dras, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, Satluj. And then write down these on the paper to retain it for a longer time. Now moving on to the right bank tributaries. These are Kabul, Khurram, Tochi, Gomal, Viboa, and Kangar. Now let us briefly look at these major tributaries that are Pachinan system. So first one is Jhelum. It originates from a spring at Verinung, which is located in Pir Punjab. It flows through the valley of Kashmir, Srinagar, and feeds the Wooler Lake. And it also forms the meanders in its youthful stage. This this question, and that it forms the meander in its youthful stage. It is recently asked in the Haryana PCS prelims and various other exam also. Now moving on to the next one, that is Chenab. It is the largest tributary of Indus. It is formed by meeting of two streams that are Chandra and Bhaga, which joins in Tandi in Himachal Pradesh, and they are also known as by name Chandrabhaga. Next one is Ravi. It originates from the Rohtang Pass, in Kullu Hills, Himachal Pradesh. It flows through Chamba Valley, and it flows between the Pir Panjal and Dhauladhar range. Next one is Beas. It originates from Beas Kund near Rohtang Pass. It flows through Kullu Valley. Now next one is Satluj. It originates from Rakastal near Mansarovar. It is known by the name Langchain Khambam in Tibet. It passes through Shipkila Pass and it feeds the Bhakra Nagal Canal, Bhakra Nagal Dam. In the recent exam, the ancient name of these rivers are also asked in the UPSC prelims 2026. So let us look at the ancient names. So Jhelum is known by name Vitista. Chenab is known as Askini. Ravi is known as Purushini. Purushini or Airavati. Bias is known as Vipasha and Satluj is known by the name Satudri. Now moving on to the Ganga river system. So basically Ganga forms at Devprayag, where the river Bhagirathi and Alaknanda meets. Now Bhagirathi, it originates from Gangotri glacier near Gomukh. And this Alaknanda originates from Satopant glacier near Badrinath. Now there are 5 such Prayags, which is known as Panch Prayags, where the different river meets to form the Ganga. Now let us look at them. This is Alaknanda on Satopant glacier near Badrinath, and this is Bhagirathi. They both meet at Devprayag to form the river Ganga. Now Dhauli Ganga meets the Alaknanda river to form Vishnu Prayag. Then comes the Nandakini river. Nandakini, which forms Nandprayag on meeting river Alaknanda. Thereafter comes the Pindar Ganga, which forms Karnaprayag. Thereafter This is river Mandakini. It forms Rudraprayag. So one river that is common in all the Prayags is Alaknanda. Now you have to remember other names like at Vishnu Prayag, Dhauliganga meets Alaknanda. At Karnaprayag, Pindar Ganga meets Alaknanda. Nandprayag, Nandakini river. And Mandakini meets Alaknanda at Rudraprayag. And at Devprayag, Bhagirathi and Alaknanda meets to form river Ganga. Now let us look at the tributaries. First look at the left bank tributaries. These are Ramganga, Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi and Mahananda. Now the left bank tributaries are Ramganga, Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi, Mahananda. Ramganga, Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi, Mahananda. These are in the order from west to east direction. Now recite these names 2-3 times and you will remember them. Now moving on to the right bank tributaries. The largest one is Yamuna. Then comes Son. And then Hooghly is the distributary. Is the distributary of the river Ganga. Then Yamuna, its tributaries are right bank major tributaries are Tons, Banas, Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, and Ken. Sorry, Banas is tributary of Chambal. And other tributaries are Kali Sindh and Parvati. And right bank tributaries of river Yamuna are Hindan, Rind, Sengar, Varuna, etc. This Gandhi Sagar Dam is on Chambal River. Gandhi Sagar. And one major tributary of river Hooghly is Damodar. Now moving on to the river Brahmaputra. It originates from Chemeangdong Glacier near Mansarovar, and it flows with the name of Yarlung Sangpo in Tibet. And it takes a U-turn at Namchabarwa and enters into India and flows through the name of Siang or Dihang in Arunachal Pradesh. And its major left bank tributaries are Dibang. Remember this, Dibang is the tributary and Dihang is the name of Brahmaputra in Arunachal Pradesh. Dibang or Shikang, Lohit, Dhanshri. Right bank tributaries are Subhansiri, Kameng, Manas, Sankos, Tista. And when this Tista joins the river Brahmaputra in Bangladesh, thereafter it is known by the name Jamuna. Now these Himalayan rivers are completed. Now moving on to the peninsular rivers of India. Starting with first one is Mahanadi. It originates near Shihawa in Chhattisgarh and it discharges in Bay of Bengal. Second one is Godavari, which is the largest peninsular river, also known by the name Dakshin Ganga. Dakshin Ganga, and it originates in Nasik district of Maharashtra, and it majorly lies in Maharashtra. It is 49% of this river lies in Maharashtra, 20% in MP, and Chhattisgarh, and rest in Andhra Pradesh. The major left bank tributaries of river Godavari are Penganga, second one is Pranhita, which is formed by two rivers, that is Vardha and Venganga. Next is Indravati, Sabri, Tileru. These are the left bank tributaries. Now the right bank tributaries are Manjira, Parvara, and Mula. One other important left bank tributary is Purna. This is Parvara. Now the next one is Krishna. It, it originates in Mahabaleshwar. And 27% of its catchment area lies in Maharashtra, 49% in Karnataka, and 29% in Andhra and Telangana. Now let us look at its tributaries. First, left bank tributaries are Bhima, the longest one, and Dedni, Halia, Musi. Comment down the name of city on which is situated on the bank of river Musi, and Muneru. Right bank tributaries are Koyna, Panchganga, Ghatprabha, Malprabha, and Tungabhadra, which is the largest tribute. Bhima is the longest and Tungabhadra is the largest. Next one is Kaveri. Originates from Talkaveri, Kurg district of Karnataka. And 3% of its catchment area lies in Kerala, 41% in Karnataka, and 56 in Tamil Nadu. Now the major tributaries of this river are left bank tributaries are Hemavati, Shimsa, Polidan, Kolidam, and right bank tributaries are Harangi, Kabini, Suvarnavati, Bhavani, and Amravati. Now let us look at another river, that is Narmada. It is a west flowing river originating from Amarkantak Plateau, and it flows between the Satpura and Vindhya range. It flows in a rift valley between these two ranges, and Dhwandhar Falls is on this river. There is important dam, that is Sardar Sarovar Dam, is also situated on this Narmada river. Now moving on to the next one, that is Tapi. This is also a west flowing river, originates in Betul district of MP. Now next one is Luni. It is the largest river system of Rajasthan, and it originates from the west of Aravalli, and it does not drains into any ocean, but it ends in the salt lake in Run of Kutch. That is why it is an endorheic river basin. That is, it does not meet any ocean or sea. Short-lived river, ephemeral, ephemeral. Now let us look at some smaller rivers that are flowing towards the west. First one is Vetarna, originates from Triambak Hills near Nashik. Second one is Saravati. It originates in Shimoga district of Karnataka, and one major fall, that is Jog Falls. Jog Falls is situated on this river, Saravati, and two major rivers of Goa, that is Mandovi and Juari. These are also west flowing rivers. Now in the Kerala, there are some west flowing rivers. First one is Bharat Puza. It rises in Anaimalai Hills. Annamalai Hills. Second one is Periyar, which is the second largest river of Kerala. And this Bharatpuzha is also known by the name Ponnai. And another important river of Kerala is Pamba, Pamba river, that feeds the Vembanad Lake. And some small rivers that are flowing towards east flowing small rivers. These are Subarna Rekha, Baitarni, Brahmini, Vamsdhara, Pennar, Palar, Vaigai. Now remember these names, especially of the rivers of south. They can be asked in the question that which is west flowing or east flowing river. So remember carefully that Pennar, Palar and Vaigai, these are east flowing rivers. And this Pamba, Periyar and Ponnai, these are west flowing rivers. This is all about the drainage system of India. Now let us move on to the topic of natural vegetation. So it refers to the plant community of an area. That is what type of plant species are growing there. So it basically depends upon two, three factors. That is most prominent one being is rainfall. Second one is temperature of the area. Next is type of soil. And other one is landforms and relief features. So now in the natural vegetation, we have to look upon several points from each vegetation, like what is the rainfall required, what is the temperature conditions and area where it is present in India. Next one is example of some prominent trees on which UPSC is focusing on very much. That is, questions are being asked from example of these trees and their particular vegetation. Now let us start. So all the types of forest are present in India. That is, they are five. First one is tropical evergreen. Second one is tropical deciduous. Now it can be further divided into moist and dry deciduous. Third one is tropical thorn forest. Fourth one is montane forest. And fifth one is littoral and swamp forest. Or we can also say it mangroves. Now starting with tropical evergreen. So they are found in the area where warm temperatures and humid conditions are present. They require a rainfall of more than 200 centimeter per year and average annual temperature are above 22 degrees Celsius. So where they are found in India are Western Ghats, Northeastern Hills and Andaman and Nicobar. So the ground in this tropical forests are covered with shrubs and creepers with short trees, and the tree does not shed their leaves. No shedding of leaves because enough moisture and temperature is available to sustain the green leaves throughout the year. Examples are rosewood, mahogany, any, ebony, cedar, hollock, kale. Now comes the second one, that is tropical deciduous, which covers the most area of Indian subcontinent. Now this is also known as monsoonal type of forest. It can be divided into two types, that is moist and dry deciduous. In this, rainfall varies from 70 to 200 centimeters, and in the moist deciduous it is from 100 to 200 centimeters, and in the dry deciduous it ranges from 70 to 100 centimeters. Now the example of these moist deciduous trees are teak, sal, shisham, furra, mahua, amla, semul, kusum, sandalwood. And this example of this dry deciduous are rendu, palash, amaltas, bale, khair, and excelwood. This moist deciduous is basically found in foothills of Himalayan foothills, eastern slope of Western Ghats, Odisha. This dry deciduous, it is present in the area of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and this deciduous, what does it deciduous means? That it shed their leaves in a particular season. Now moving on to the next one, that is tropical thorn. It receives annual rainfall of less than 50 centimeters. Majorly the grasses and shrubs are found there, and it is found in the semi-arid regions like Punjab, Haryana, Western UP, Rajasthan, Gujarat, MP, and they remain leafless for most part of the year. The example of trees found there are babool, bear, wild date palm, khair, neem, khejri, kikar, palash, etc. And next one is montane forest, which is basically found in the mountainous region. So they are evergreen and broad-leaved trees, and the type of vegetation also depends on the height. That is, it changes with height. Like in lower heights, the trees like oak and chestnut are found, and in the higher heights, trees like pine, deodar, fir. These type of trees, which are conical in shape, are found in the regions where the high rainfall is, high snowfall is there. And then in regions of higher heights, vegetation like moss and lichens are found, where no trees can be grown. That is in cold deserts. Now in the southern region, there is also found the mountain forests, which includes the trees like southern mountains, Western Ghats. It includes forests like trees like magnolia, laurel, cinchona, and betel. Now you can look at this map that this tropical evergreen forest, this is found in this region of Western Ghat, in some part of Tamil Nadu, West Bengal region, and this northeastern region. This tropical deciduous is found in the major part of India. This plains of northern India and this central India peninsular block is also covered under this. Now comes the tropical thorn forest. It is witnessed in this semi-arid region. This is the rain shadow zone. Here rainfall is very less, so this region also witnesses the tropical thorn forest along with the Gujarat and Rajasthan region. Then comes the mountain forest. It is in the Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and this Arunachal Pradesh region. And the last one being the littoral and swamp forest, which is the mangroves. It is found in Sundarban, Odisha region, Andhra Pradesh, some parts of Gujarat also. It is mangroves. So here, this vegetation grows in the marshy and swampy conditions. Here, the roots of the tree grow vertically outward of the water, which are known as pneumatophores. Pneumatophores, and they have buttress roots. They are found in the region of Sundarban Delta, Mahanadi, Godavari, and Krishna Godavari Delta. Famous trees like Sundari tree. So this is all about the type of vegetation in India. Now we will meet in the next video. Till then, revise the concept, and if you like the content, hit the like button and subscribe the channel also, and share with your friends. If you have any feedback, mention the same in the comment section. Thank you for watching.